Did you ever hear of a guy named Thomas Haviland?
No.
He's been on the show. He was on Died Suddenly, and
Oh.
he's the guy that went around. They prevented him from being a contractor in the Army if he didn't take the vaccine, and he refused.
Mhm.
So he went out and he started doing stuff with the embalmers. Nobody was talking to an embalmer. Why would you want to talk to an embalmer? Well, he started several times. He's done this now 4 times, and he goes to these embalmers and says, "Did you find anything unusual happening with people that have died recently of heart attack or anything else?" They said, "Yeah, they have these white fibrous um, blood clots, and some of them are really big."
Mhm.
And I said, "So and they were diagnosed with heart disease?" I says, Do you have any way of finding out whether they took the shots?" And apparently, almost all of them took the shots. So this not may not be total proof of this, but it is an indication that this has probably something to do with them being blamed for the heart attacks and things like that in young people,
Mhm.
having babies die in the womb, basically. And so the AI kept on getting, "Well, I know you're passionate about blah blah." I says, "I don't want to hear that." I says, "Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong." "Well, we just don't have enough information." And I says, "Well, you give me the information about people on TV, doctors like Dr. Siegel saying you can have, you ought to be taking your boosters now and this other, because if it's not working." When in fact, he said, once you take it, you don't have to take it again, like Fauci
Mhm.
said. So I didn't get a good answer from AI.
Well, I got banned from AI.
How do you get banned from AI?
I can tell you how, because I did it. When ChatGPT was first launched, I created an account,
Yeah.
and the first question I asked is the COVID vaccine safe and effective? And
Wow.
I got kicked off.
How
I
long
was
ago
against
was this?
community. This was probably about a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So I had to go in and create whatever I said was against community standards. I got
for that one question.
Yeah, the one question. So I got kicked off. I had to create a whole new account, and no, it's.
Are you on there now?
I am. Yeah, I don't use it very often. I use Grok more if I'm using AI.
Grok is where I'm doing my stuff.
Yeah, but I do have a ChatGPT account too. Yes.
Yeah, but that's scary in a sense of AI, and I'm heavily invested in it.
Yeah.
That they are so political.
It has a lot of bias in it. That's what
It is, and I keep telling them that. I says, "This is not like Mark McCluskey, who I was just on." Because he's representing the 1-6ers and both the convicted ones and some of the ones that were thrown in jail for no reason, and others that were pardoned. And you put that in there, and they got all only nasty things to say about them.
Yeah, and the problem with AI is that people really treat it like gospel, and it's not. It's technology, and technology always fails. Most technology is designed to fail, so you have to repurchase it. AI is no different. It's technology. It's going to fail. It's going to fail, and so you just have to take everything that you receive from it, with a pretty large grain of salt. Now, I've gotten some really good information from it, but always do your due diligence.
I like to argue, and so I like to set them up I like to set them up. I like it when they send me this stuff. Yes, there's no evidence of this and that, and then I present them the evidence.
Well, that's good, because maybe you're affecting what AI.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Yes, we'll give in the future.
I'm trying to get the reasoning from them, and when for example, they were talking about the 1-6ers and how horrible that was, and how horrible the people were that on our side we're doing this to our government, blah blah. And finally it says, it says, can you give me the information about the last 10 years of assaults on different cities and riots that weren't 1/6, and how much they cost, and how many people were actually punished and sent to jail, how many of them got out on bail, how many of them got out on free, of all these businesses going out and all these federal buildings being attacked, just like 1/6.
And
they didn't really have an answer.
No.
I beat them. I says, and they tried to stay in the battle. I says, give up. You're done. You don't know what you're talking about, because I